Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's Cindy and I'm back again with another video. I trust you guys are doing well today. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, hi! Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. Don't be scared, okay? This is me, Cindy, okay? Don't be scared, do not worry about my face. I've got some rashes, so I applied the white stuff on where the rashes are. So please bear with me. So I want us to talk about the blue square Super Bowl ads that is trending on TikTok. I was just going through TikTok and I saw multiple videos, people reacting to it and of course frowning at the ads. I tried to look it up and this is what I saw. As you can see, it says trending search, because of course people are searching to get more information and of course see some reaction videos. It says Super Bowl ad raises anti-Semitism awareness. It went further to say, you can pause to read, a Super Bowl ad funded by Robert Kraft's Blue Square Alliance Against Hate brought attention to anti-Semitism, depicting a Jewish high school student facing harassment and promoting solidarity through simple acts of support. The campaign faced mixed reactions, with some appreciating his message of allyship, while others criticize it for relying on traditional portrayals and not addressing modern forms of anti-Semitism effectively. You can pause to read if you want to, but I won't be able to roll the clip, unfortunately, because it is a commercial video. I am not allowed to do that. But you can, go on TikTok and look it up. Now, I took some screenshots. In that clip, a Jewish high school student was walking, towards his cupboard, to put his bag, start his day in school. And he took his bag off, and then he saw a paper. And this is what is written on that paper. And then here comes a black student. He covered that paper with the blue square card. And that ad is definitely not sitting well with a lot of people. They have done multiple videos on TikTok reacting to it. Now I've put together these videos. Let's just see their reactions. And of course, I'm going to show you some comments. You all know how we do it here. Check these clips out.
So putting dirty Jew in a Super Bowl commercial not crazy to y'all? Like, what? Man, ain't nobody in school going around calling nobody a dirty Jew. Like, what are we talking about here? That never happened. Like, that kid put that post-it on his. Putting dirty Jew in a Super Bowl commercial is insane. When I saw that on my screen, I was like, whoa, what am I watching here? Did they really think they cooked with that? That shit fucking backfired. That was terrible. I don't even understand what the point of the well, okay, I guess I understand. I just feel like they completely failed with the mission, because I know that was supposed to bring like bullying awareness, but I laughed. And then the black dude in it saying he knows how it feels during Black History Month is crazy. Like, nah, bro. Take that one back up to the drawing board. Like, I get what they're trying to do. I believe in the, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to spread hate either, but I just don't think that was the way to do it. I don't think that was the way to accomplish whatever they was trying to accomplish. What bullies are writing dirty Jew on kids' backpacks? Like, that does not happen. I don't know, bro. That shit is frying the fuck out of me. This world gets crazier every day. Dirty Jew was a wild choice for a Super Bowl commercial. Like, wow. They just came right out the gate with that one.
There's been a lot of conversation around the anti-Semitism commercial that played at the Super Bowl, the one that Patriots owner Robert Kraft put together. And I had some initial thoughts on it. I wasn't a fan, but then I got some new perspective. People are saying that he missed the mark, that it wasn't reality. For me, when I initially saw it, I felt like for Jews, we are not people who sit around and wait for someone to save us, which is how initially I felt the commercial was making it seem. But then I got this question from a friend. Do you think the commercial was poetic and covering hate with the blue square and showing us arm in arm with the Black community in the battle against evil? Or did you not like the commercial? Many are saying it showed us as weak, but I don't think they realized the commercial wasn't meant for Jews. And that really got me thinking about who this commercial was meant for. Is it maybe a way to inspire other people to stand up? And sometimes it's as simple as just telling someone that you're there for them, that you support them. That means a lot when you are getting pushed around and bullied. And then I got this message from someone that follows me. I appreciated it because we were able to talk about anti-Semitism in my house. We have talked about it with my 11-year-old, but my 8-year-old, who is on the spectrum, asked us what anti-Semitism was, and we were able to start that conversation. For him, the visual of that commercial helped. It was a conversation starter, and for some, that's where it has to start. So what do you guys think? And one final thought. Originally, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that Robert Kraft would spend $15 million on this ad. That money could go to education. And then I found out that Robert Kraft has donated a lot of money to Jewish education. And it's just a reminder that we see where people spend their money sometimes, but we don't know where people spend all of their money. And someone like Robert Kraft doesn't have to announce everywhere that he's making donations. None of us have to make those announcements, but it doesn't mean that they're not happening.
The government is trying to dehumanize us by taking away any independence that we had and letting us think that it's our idea. And I think the Super Bowl ads prove that. Now, this is a half-baked take, but as I was watching the Super Bowl commercials yesterday and I saw like my 8th AI ad and like my 3rd GLP-1, I was just like, they don't want us to do anything anymore. They don't even want us to lose weight on our own anymore. And that felt reinforced with the Ring camera ad. Like at first I felt like I was just putting on my little tinfoil hat, but then I saw the Ring camera commercial about the lost dogs. And not only is that asking for like us to report on our neighbors and turning our communities into like a surveillance state, they don't even want us doing it. They don't want us telling on our neighbors. They want us to let the robots tell on our neighbors. And something so sinister kind of washed over me, and I know this is still a very tinfoil hat of me, but it's like they don't even want us to be evil anymore. They don't want us to be depressed and self-hating anymore. They don't want us to be anything anymore but like little cogs in the work machine. Like all of the ads are trying to give us an ED so that the magic little pill can fix the ED. Meanwhile, that magic little pill just keeps us from feeling hungry so that we don't notice that they're starving us the whole time. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and Copilot are doing all of our thinking for us, literally as much as it possibly can, so that our brains literally rot inside of our heads, and then all we're left to do is the manual labor that the AI can't do. Meanwhile, it's literally making us too stupid to notice the propaganda right in our faces, literally smacking us across the eyeballs with it, so that we just become complacent with the way that things are. We have to trust the government to guide us because we're not smart enough to know any better anymore. And those are the only ads that we saw the whole Super Bowl because they already had all the money, but where were they getting the money from in the first place? They're stripping us of the very things that make us humans, so that we have nothing left but mindless complacency while they go around terrorizing communities and stealing little kids in the night.
That Blue Square Super Bowl ad made me roll my eyes so hard it hurt. Because not only was it funded by a Zionist billionaire, like, how dare you? How dare you virtue signal to me, to anybody, ever? But also, this is what people consider heartwarming, huh? Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw it, I kind of chuckled because it's perfectly symbolic. Billionaires and even people who fight for social justice expect black people to do the work. They expect us to be the attack dog, to do the emotional labor, or to just stand there and be a token of virtue. They weaponize our identity and our history. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say the part that I think a lot of people are too scared to say, but I'm sick of y'all comparing y'all struggles to ours. And that goes for everybody non-black. Like, yes, our struggles are interconnected because of the white supremacist capitalists who have commodified our very existence. But there are levels to this. In the ad, it says 2 out of every 3 Jewish teenagers will experience anti-Semitism, and I don't doubt that. But if the baseline of this prejudice is slurs, I'm gonna go ahead and say that every single black teenager will experience anti-blackness by the time they graduate high school. How many black boys are labeled YN simply for wearing a hoodie? How many black teenagers have to walk the hallways and hear the N-word being used casually amongst non-black students? Anti-blackness is ever persistent, and that's because unlike religion or sexuality, it's not something you can hide. I can count the amount of times I've heard the phrase dirty on my hands. That's still too many, but it's incomparable. And I can take it further. What systematic challenges do Jewish teenagers face in comparison to black teenagers? They aren't demonized, criminalized, or incarcerated even half as much. So when the black boy in the ad said, I understand, no, he overstands. Why is he the one reaching out? Where have you been? You didn't see us until them people made you put your head down. That ad is perfectly symbolic for the wrong reasons.
During Black History Month? Are we serious? During Black History Month? Why did I just see that Jewish ad come up on my For You page? Are we serious? And then to have the nerve to get one of us to be like, I know how it feels. It's like, and no one says dirty Jew. Like, who says that? No one says that. No one's walking around here in America saying dirty Jews. Who is saying that? Come on now, man. That was really unrealistic. Like, like, out of all the commercials, bro. This is why we doing jingle TikTok, because we giving you ideas, because that was not it. That was not it.
Let's talk about the End Jew Hatred blue square Super Bowl ad. I think that it was very well intentioned, but it was not well executed. And here's why. I want to give credit where credit is due. I do think it's very commendable that Robert Kraft and the people who made this ad are speaking about anti-Semitism during the Super Bowl. I think that's very important, and it is something that needs to be discussed. But it missed the mark for a couple of reasons, and here's why. Number one, although Robert Kraft is an adorable, he looks like he could be your Saba, you know, my Shayla, like, love it, but, and I don't mean this in an ageist way, I just think that it was executed by older people like elder Gen X or even boomers who are not chronically online. The ad features a young Jewish kid walking through the halls of his high school. He's probably elder Gen Alpha or a young Gen Z kid, and a kid slaps a post-it on his back that says dirty Jew. Gen Z are not using the term dirty Jew as an insult against Jewish people. They are using the term Zionist, Zio-Nazi, Zio. Dirty Jew is not the way that young people are using slurs against Jewish people. It's just not. And I think that if it really wanted to be effective, it should have addressed that whole aspect. They're not calling us Jews anymore, they're calling us Zionists as a direct result of a post-October 7th rise in anti-Semitism. And that has to be addressed head on, or campaigns like this will never be effective. Also, didn't we already do the blue square thing years ago in like 2021? And that was also kind of an embarrassing flop. It also portrays the Jewish kid in the video like as if he's this weak, defenseless Jew, and I don't like that at all. And it almost makes it seem like Jews need someone bigger and stronger to come and protect them, like the kid who comes and stands up for him does. So I just don't think that it was run by a focus group of young Jewish people who would actually be able to speak to what anti-Semitism looks like. It starts online. That whole entire thing would have been executed by his peers on TikTok, on Snapchat, not in the halls with a post-it. Ah! I think the only Gen Z people that were involved in the making of this were the actors, because they certainly weren't present in the script writing. I'm sorry. If you want these campaigns to be effective, you have to get young people involved. I don't mean that in an ageist way, but it's true, and you have to address the Zio aspect, period. Those are my thoughts. What do you think?
So that blue square commercial that was aired during the Super Bowl proves one. That's using their media and industries to push out hate against black people and Muslims. The disrespect of these people, man.
So Robert Kraft's blue square commercial just aired. I waited to see it on the big screen before commenting, but I want to let you know and remind you that last year he All Lives Mattered it. And Michelle Adut and I from End Jew Hatred got on the phone with people at his foundation and really gave them a hard time about the fact that we needed an anti-Semitism commercial. I have no idea what impact that had, but I do know that this year they focused exclusively on anti-Semitism. And I don't know what it does for us as Jews if we're complaining every year about what they do. It's kind of like Bret Stephens complaining that the ADL needs to be eliminated. We need more resources, not fewer. So let's applaud every single effort that is being made to fight this massive battle we're in, as opposed to knocking down the few efforts we have.
I want to take you straight to the comment section of that, ad, so you guys can see what other people said. I saw some comments, some people saying that has never happened. Pause to read if you want to. The first person says, this literally doesn't happen. The second comment says, has this ever happened to anyone? The other comment says, they literally go to their own schools. The next comment says, yes, I'm a victim. And the other comment says, these comments are the reason this is even necessary. This person says, I'm all for stopping Jewish hate, but this ad is terrible. The other comment says, y'all don't get it. Give the white people a break. Anyways, you can pause to read the rest of the comments. I thought to react to this because this is what is trending. And a lot of people, like I said, are frowning at the ad. Now, I read some comments. Some people said in the comment section that that ad is a propaganda. Some people said, no, it's not. And also, I read some comments, from some Black people, some of them saying that they are trying to get Black people to defend others. Because you can see from the clip, the Jewish student was reading what was written on the paper. The Black student walked up to him and placed the blue square card on top of the card, the Jewish boy was focusing on. And Black people are not happy that they brought a Black person into the art. This is what I read from the comment section, and I want to know your take on this. Anyways, you guys, let me know what you all think in the comment section, guys. And do not forget to like this video, share, subscribe, come back for another one. I'm going to see y'all in my next video. Y'all have a lovely day, stay blessed, and be safe out there. Much love. Bye.